How you doing, 405th? Sit here. Don't mind that, being a little mean. Alright, today we're going to talk about the CQB, what stage I'm at and what's being done. Alright, here we go. First thing I'm going to talk about is some types of clay and how to be used, little tips and tricks of how they should be used, do's and don'ts. I'm not an expert, I never claim to be. These are just things I learned from experience and from reading. Alright, first clay we're going to talk about is the clay that I'm actually using. Okay, I'm actually using NSP medium sulfur-free plastiline by Chavin. You can look this up online. They come in little 2-pound blocks. It's good to have about 6 pounds on hand. Okay, to do a complete helmet out of this, you need about 25 pounds. Normally about 25 pounds worth of clay is what you need to do a helmet from scratch. But in this case, we're not doing it from scratch. The next type of clay I use for when I'm doing my molding, go around the edges with this type of clay, and also to do some fill spots, because it is very soft clay. This you can get at Hobby Lobby. This is called modeling clay by Crafts Etc. You can go to craftsetc.com. It's craftsetc.com. It's $1.99 for a pack of 25. Very soft clay, very manageable. This is it all clumped up into the different colors. Both of these are oil-based clays. When you use them, I do recommend that you still do a light coat of either, as Privateer recommends, with the primer, or as Adam recommends, with the clear coat, shellac. Okay, that'll put a nice little shell like an M&M, like my head. Next one we're going to get into, now these oil-based clays you can use on hard objects. You can use them on PET resin fiberglass shells. You can also use them on the heads, okay, without any issues. They do not shrink. Shrinkage is, I think it's like 0.06, it's very minute. You don't have to worry about the shrinkage. It's not like it's cold outside. Alright, the next type of clay we're going to get into is your water-based clays. Now your water-based clays you cannot use on any hard surfaces, period. Not on any resin fiberglass PET stuff. You cannot use it on the styrofoam head. You cannot use it on cardboard. You have to have a hollow inside or a complete ball of this clay, or a balloon inside. You can also put newspaper inside. Even a diaper can be used inside. Alright? Anything that's going to shrink and allow the shrinkage so it will not crack on you. There is sulfur and there is sulfur-free. If you're going to use the sulfur-based kind, that will have to be kilned, okay? You will have to bake it, or you will have to seal it with a clear coat once it dries. Sulfur will interfere with Rebound 25 and probably interfere with Dragon Skin and all the cues, alright? This is what the Amaco, it's made by Amaco. You can go to amaco.com, A-M-A-C-O.com, and this is the stuff with the sulfur in it. We've utilized this before, used this before, but the hand plates, stuff like that, small items where you don't mind using a little bit of other techniques with it. This normally comes in 25-pound containers for like 15 bucks. You can get it at Hobby Lobby or Amaco.com. Here is a smaller box of the sulfur-free Amaco. This is self-hardening. You do not have to bake this, you do not have to spray this. I would still recommend once it dries, still spray. You can never go wrong putting a little bit of clear coat on to seal the clay. Alright? It kind of creates a little bit of a release agent and a little bit of a sealant, so if there's any chemicals in it from your hands and whatnot, it's good to go. And it hardens like this. This little heart my daughter made me out of this clay. It's real pretty. Now, we're also going to cover some tools that are required for using this clay. You're going to need, as Devin would say, your friction device. Okay, I use a different type of friction device, one with a bigger head to it, a little bit of cushion just because when I hit my thumb. Okay? You'll need this. You'll need a plate to put your clay on, or something to put your clay on. You will need, it helps, popsicle sticks, knives, butter knives, spoons, any type of object, your hands, your phalanges, any type of any type of tools which can help you manipulate your clay. And also buy your tool kits. To be honest with you, it's not a necessity. It's a luxury. It's really nice to have. I do recommend them, but you really can find ways around it. Let's see what else we're going to talk about. When the stage that we are at right now with our clay, a little keynote, safety purposes, that the microwave method for the clay, I've done it. I'm not going to say I haven't done it. If you're going to utilize the microwave method, there's two different ways. One's on a paper plate, one is in a bowl of water. Now, also, Privateer had also recommended putting this clay directly into a warm to hot cup of water. Be careful, safety, do not burn yourselves. There's a good method to soften this clay up. If you smush it small enough, you don't need to heat it up that much. You can also use a blow dryer or a heat gun to also smooth things easier and to soften it. Be advised, you can burn yourself. Be very careful. Now, on to CQB. A couple things I want to cover with this, try to make this fast for y'all. So I haven't started the detail yet. The detail probably is a softer clay with, maybe use the same clay. I'll let you know when I get there. Right now I'm focusing on filling any indentations, smoothing all this pixelated foundation out with the clay. Okay, I want to make it real smooth. I'm also going to tackle an area where there's a little bit of warpage, if that's a word. If not, it is now, and if it is dictionary, warpage, look it up. There's a little warpage here. I'm going to try to fix it up with the clay. Not going to be a problem. Probably asking yourself, you're probably saying, self, why is Ithaca using clay to begin with instead of Bondo? Well, the reason being is because I'm not stingy. This is not my helmet. It's my helmet, but it's not my helmet. I'm making it, but it's not just for me. So I'm not worried about wearing this one. I'm going to do all the clay so that way if I make a mistake I can go back and fix it, and I can do any touch-ups that I want. So I'm going to mold this one and share it with y'all. If it comes out good enough. If not, goodbye. I'm also going to tackle another topic on the forum right now, and that is the visor. There's an issue with the visor, and I've seen it before, and that's where, right here at the base, the visor does not fit snug against the base. So I'm going to utilize it, put a visor in, and however thick that gap is, how much of a gap there is, I'm going to keep filling with clay. I'm going to see how it looks to smooth it out with clay to fill all that in. You can also talk to Sigma, I believe it's Sigma, who's got the method of using a heat gun to bend, slowly bend, carefully bend the visor. You can do that. That's another option for you. I personally am not going to do it because I'm stingy and cheap and I can't afford to ruin a $35 visor. Maybe when I get brave enough, I'll try it because it does work. There's no doubt about that. I just think that Sigma's got a very good technique and he's used to doing it. You'll get there, but you got to take that initial step. So I'm going to try something else with this and see if we can fill it with clay for the molding purpose. And last but not least, I believe that's it. I believe that's it as far as the clays go. If I missed anything, I'll post it on the next video. As far as an update goes, you can see it at the front done, and we got the back started as far as the smoothing goes. On a side note, Lovebug, aka Wifezilla, aka Brittany, aka I love her, saw that video I posted yesterday, and I'm very sad to say, biggest tear of my life, that the Green Master Chief lost his sniper privileges. She grounded him. He has got his sniper rifle pointed in the air. He's no longer allowed to snipe. So please, please, Lovebug is part of the forum. Look up her name, send her PMs requesting to give the sniper skills back to the man. Please join our effort. Alright, 405th, this is Ithaca. Remember, if we can do it, so can you.